We're making a tiramisu. Process is we take some eggs and sugar, cook it in a double boiler, cook it for a few minutes, get it nice and thick and airy. Then we get some heavy cream. We add the two together, fold it in.
And whisk it.
Yep, nice and creamy.
Okay. You know, this is torture right now because I really want to just dig in there and start eating, right? But the fact that you have to make it and then you have to let it sit overnight.
Yeah.
What's up? It's Luis with America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today, we are in Marion, Iowa. And I gotta stop myself a little bit. Because you know what? Today we are starting with candy first. That's right, we're having candy for breakfast at the time we're filming. This is Sweetopia Emporium, so if you love candy, this is the episode for you. Let's head in, let's go check it out.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Super excited. Gonna get some chocolates.
I hope
gonna get
so.
some cookies. Gonna get some cake.
Yes.
I'm super excited right now. Now, let me ask you this. I understand you guys are also known for your chocolate covered strawberries. Is that
yes. At Valentine's we do a special one that's a roast down.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many usually do you make here?
Let's just say we did way more than 8,000 last Valentine's Day.
How long did that take to do?
We only have a short time frame, 2 days.
You did 8,000 in 2 days?
2 days.
What is your goal for the next Valentine's Day?
Oh heck, let's go for 14.
From 8 to 14,000?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Okay. Okay. Overachiever over here. This is awesome. Now, any chance I could jump in the back, see how you guys make an item?
Yeah, please. Mark's back there waiting for you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. All right, everybody. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're here with Mark, and Mark decorates the cookies. It's a pretty intensive process. So, Mark, where do we start?
Well, we're going to start with a sugar cookie.
Okay.
And today we've got some sugar cookies cut out for the Thanksgiving holiday, which is approaching.
Right.
This is called royal icing. We're going to actually sort of outline this cookie like a coloring book. So I'm just going to outline this.
Okay. I'm sure that Mark has had a lot of years working on this, because I know that this process can be pretty intensive, so you have to be laser focused in what you're doing, because you can mess it up pretty quickly. He made the outline, and now he's coloring it all in, similar to a coloring book, and it ends up looking super beautifully semi-gloss with that chocolate, and you'll see the final product here shortly. This takes time. This takes time, focus, and you can't just talk while you're doing it, because you can mess up pretty quickly.
All right, so we're going to flood this area.
Okay.
And now the magic happens when you drop in additional colors. And I'm just going to lay this down.
Okay.
All right, so that's kind of a ballpark idea of how this process works. And we're going to drag a toothpick through here. And it will create sort of...
Oh, so I thought you would actually placed it and dragged it, but you actually kind of go like this. Okay.
I'm just going to add some little feet on here.
There you go, there's the eyeball.
All right, so
and
got an eye on there.
Now, this one that you have over here, this one's kind of like halfway, you still got to do the wings on it?
Yes,
okay.
So we can try that. We'll see if it's set enough to put a second layer.
Okay.
We'll just...
Oh, so you put more of it on there?
We can build up layers, yeah.
Oh, so you want to give it kind of like a little bit of a 3D effect?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you want to try this?
Why not? Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, now do I go across? Because I noticed you went in like this.
You'll kind of discover your own approach and technique.
Got it.
So just try it and see what happens. Up? Yeah, you can go up. Now we can produce twice as many cookies in a day.
Assembly line right here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Mark, I really appreciate it. This is really cool, very unique, and I appreciate your attention to detail and that you're really super concentrated doing this. This is really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. All right, everybody. So now we're back in the kitchen again. We're doing something a little bit different. So we're here with Brian. So Brian, what are we making?
We're making a tiramisu. Process is we take some eggs and sugar, cook it in a double boiler, cook it for a few minutes, get it nice and thick and airy. Then we get some heavy cream. We add the two together, fold it in.
And whisk it.
Yep, nice and creamy.
Okay.
And then now we're gonna dip the lady fingers that we have here into our coffee liqueur mixture that we've got.
So we're literally gonna assemble the tiramisu.
Yep, right now. Yep.
All right.
So we soak it in here for a couple of seconds. Don't want to get too wet.
So you soak these for a couple of seconds, assemble the bottom layer, and essentially what you're doing is alternating lady fingers and then the cream and lady fingers
and cream. Yep.
And then the top is finished with, is it powdered cocoa?
Yep, we take a cocoa. I usually wait till the next day when we pull it out of the refrigerator to cut it up and put it out in pieces.
Okay.
We'll sprinkle it with the cocoa powder.
Okay.
And then it's ready to go. All right.
There we go.
Got
Now
the
it's time for the
last
heavy
one
cream.
for the first row.
Okay.
Grab our cream that I made up earlier.
And then you do what, about 2 layers each? That's what it looks like?
Yep, yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
2 layers of cream and 2 layers of lady fingers.
Okay. Very nice. All right, everybody. So chocolate overload is gonna happen. Candy overload is gonna happen. So we're here with Tina. Okay, so Tina, let's start right here.
Okay.
Talk to me.
That is our traditional, authentic tiramisu.
Okay.
So if you were actually in that region, that's what it would taste like.
Okay. And you make this in house, as you guys saw earlier. They make it all in house from scratch.
Oh.
It's so good. Oh my God. That cream, that cocoa flavor, the lady fingers with the coffee. If you know what tiramisu tastes like, this is one of the best I've ever had. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
We take the time to figure out what it actually is tasting like in the region it comes from and the actual ingredients that are used from that region. If it's from Belgium, you're gonna get Belgian chocolate.
I'm gonna destroy this,
Okay.
right? But then you also have,
Yes.
and you make all these assorted chocolates in house, correct?
Yes, we do. And we customize any of them.
Okay. Let's talk about the customization. We're gonna
Sure.
talk about chocolate. So I don't know if you can see this, and of course you're gonna see footage of it. So this cookie right here, this is all customized. And this is a peanut butter cup, right?
Yep. Homemade peanut butter cup.
Even better. So it's got this design on it. And you can literally put anything you want on there. Your logo, your face, whatever you want, a message, whether you're doing a wedding, a birthday, whatever. And I'm gonna eat it.
No, you're gonna destroy it.
Oh my God.
And that is our homemade peanut butter filling. So that's from scratch as well.
Okay, this is a public message right now. This is for Reese's. You gotta up your game. This is phenomenal. Oh my God,
bless
that's
your heart.
amazing.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh my God. Can I order these?
Yes, you can. And I can even put your picture on it.
Even better, and you can ship what you have
Yes, internationally.
worldwide, correct?
International. Yep.
Oh my God. Now I do want to try some of these because they're all different.
Yes.
There's one in here that's the Caribbean jerk, yes?
Yes, an
Is
authentic
it this
Caribbean
one?
jerky. Yes, it is.
Okay, so tell me about that.
So 2 years ago, we partnered with a lady from Knoxville, Tennessee, and she has a nonprofit and she did the Knoxville Jerk Festival. And she has a relative from Caribbean, Jamaica, and we used her family recipe, trade secreted, and we actually make the jerk. So we sell the jerk, and it, yes, true jerk for chicken. We also put it in our chocolate.
That's actually very interesting because you do get the chocolate flavor.
And the heat
And then
doesn't
you
come
get
until
that heat,
after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get that
and-
heat on the back end. It's not crazy, but it's certainly there.
Yeah. Oh, it gets
It's very
hotter.
interesting. I'll be fine.
You're brave. I don't like it. You're brave.
Oh, really? So did you try it one time and you're like, oh,
I am no.
I'll make it, but not for me.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
It's
Yep.
actually really good. And it does have heat, but it's not nothing crazy.
I want to see your reaction when you eat the caramel apple.
Caramel apple, okay. And I gotta commend you too. I mean, these are gorgeous.
That is
It's-
a caramel apple bomb.
It's like a painting came to life.
Well, thank you.
Caramel apple bomb, here we go. Wow. That caramel's super velvety, nice milk chocolate flavor. And yeah, you can really taste the apple.
It's pretty prominent there.
That was designed because we had a very nice lady that loves caramel apples. Literally loves caramel apples. She can't have the caramel apples anymore because of the texture of for her teeth. And she has always asked if there was a way we could design something so it would taste like she was eating the caramel apple without actually eating the caramel.
So you just designed this specifically to solve that issue. That is cool.
Yes, we did.
That's actually a fantastic chocolate. Very different. I've never had one like that before. It is amazing.
Yeah. So if there's something special you want, we'll find a way. We'll make it.
That's unbelievable. I mean, I just can't get over just how perfect these are. I feel like these came from a massive, multi-billion-dollar, company factory, and they're just so beautiful. You almost don't even want to eat them. Well, there's a payoff if you eat it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna enjoy it more.
Now, there's one that I want to talk. This is very important. Because This is part of the story.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what do we have?
You have a chocolate frog.
Okay, let's talk about the chocolate frog.
Oh, sure. Most people eat the frog legs first.
This is amazing. Just beautiful milk chocolate. I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. So we're gonna get into the chocolate frog in a second because I also wanted to segue to the cookies. So as we're filming, it's gonna be Thanksgiving. So these are made in house. These are sugar cookies that are piped in house with royal icing, literally by hand, as you saw earlier. So head first. That is so good. If you had a sugar cookie, you know what it is. Sugar's got a little bit of crunch, and there's royal icing. It's just, I mean, look at the gloss, just beautiful. Oh my God. All right, so now it's time for me to try. I'm gonna eat the America's Best Restaurant cookie, because that's literally what it says. So what's the frosting you put on top? Is that buttercream?
That is homemade buttercream.
That's so good. Please let the people watching know, what was your inspiration to why you became
Willy Wonka.
All right, Willy Wonka. Specifically,
that movie.
The original movie,
Yes.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder.
Yes. I would have loved to be in it, but I didn't get a chance.
What was it about that movie that captivated you? That essentially set the path for your life, really?
Imagination. You can make anything you put your imagination to. And he even says that in the movie.
I haven't met anybody who's had such a gigantic impact. I remember watching that movie when I was a kid. And it was funny because off camera you were quizzing me. Do you remember what happened in the candy shop and all this stuff?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So you started when you were really young, and it was your grandma and your mom teaching you how to bake, is that right?
My mom one time said, "Do you want to learn how to make chocolate chip cookies?" And I said, yes.
Okay.
I was probably about 5.
Okay.
And then it kind of went from there. As I saw my grandma's, my great grandma's cooking, I would ask them questions, and it got to the point where they're like, "Yeah, you just come over here and you make it." So I did.
Coming back to the chocolate frog.
Yeah.
Chocolate frog is important.
Yes.
Okay. So let everybody know why the chocolate frog is important.
So if you watch the movie, in the very beginning, when they're in the store, there's a mention of the chocolate frog. Not the candy bars that he wants to buy,
Right.
but the chocolate frog.
And most people attribute it to what?
Harry Potter.
Right.
But the chocolate frogs.
Right. But the original one is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Yes.
Factory. You're talking when Charlie Bucket is walking into the candy shop and he wants to buy the
Yep.
candy bar because Willy Wonka told everybody that he's going to give golden tickets for people to come tour.
Yes.
And in the original movie, Willy Wonka is very recluse, and people have this immense opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity, to go tour his chocolate factory.
Yep, and it's the very first scene when they're doing the singing, the dancing, and showing all the candies and the chocolates.
Right.
And I thought that was so cool.
I think the coolest thing is that movie impacted you so much that this is your career path because you sell happiness.
Well, thank
And
you.
that's awesome. It's the truth. I came in this morning, I'm gonna have a sugar rush. This is great.
Yes, you are.
This is fantastic. So, Tina, how can people find you online?
www.sweetopiachocolates.com. And then we are on Facebook. You can go to Sweetopia Emporium. And then we also, on the website, you can link to Twitter and to Instagram.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, this has been an unbelievable experience. I know that Nick behind the camera wants some tiramisu. He's been salivating the whole time.
Yes, he does.
So thanks again. Thank you so much. This is absolutely amazing.
All right, folks, there you have it. Sweetopia Emporium satisfied this man's sweet tooth with their cookies, with their chocolate. Oh, and by the way, if I didn't mention to you before, you can get it all customized. You want your logo? Done. You want your name? Done. You want your face? Done. You want your announcement for your birthday, wedding, whatever? Done. So if you want legit candy, if you're like me and you have a gigantic sweet tooth, the place to be at is Sweetopia Emporium right here in Marion, Iowa. That's it for us on this episode of America's Best Restaurants. We'll see you on the next episode.